Hello, everyone, and welcome the frick back to Trials of Imagination, Curse of Strahd, episode 24. We have been on break for the holidays, as have all of you, and hope all of you had a wonderful time with friends and family or with yourself, just chilling and having some time off. Hope it was wonderful. Glad to be back and play some Dungeons and Dragons with everybody. So excited to continue on further into this madness that is this campaign. If this is your first time here, or if you're back here again, we are the group called Trials of Imagination. This is our second campaign as a group together. The first campaign was with 4 of us, and then the second campaign we added 2 more to broaden it to 6. This go around, we are going through the module known as Curse of Strahd. It looks a little something like this. It is pretty intense, pretty cool module. If you're not familiar with it, it's a very like gothic horror type of feel. A lot of dark stuff in it. So if that's your thing, it's really good. We're doing a homebrew version of it, so it's pretty adapted to what the canonical book does. So if you are familiar with Curse of Strahd, you will see a lot of new things. If you're not familiar with Curse of Strahd, you'll see things that are also from it, as well as new things. So it kind of works for anyone that shows up, so don't feel alienated regardless of which group you fall in under that jurisdiction. You may notice throughout the episode that we do not vocally engage with chat a whole lot. This is normal. We are not ignoring you. We do see it. We have a limited time frame of when this episode can last due to certain circumstances by some of our players, so we have a tight window that we try to stay in to keep things moving along and going as efficiently as possible. However, all of us do try to engage in chat as much as possible, so you will see us engage with you there. You just will not see us reply a whole lot to you vocally. That is normal. Do not be alarmed. It is just kind of the circumstance we live in. However, there is a section at the very end of the episode to where kind of the post-stream chat, as it were, to where we will actually engage with you guys and talk with you and do everything at that point in time. So if that is the thing that you like to see on your Twitch stream, just stick around to that point, and we will be more than happy to engage with all of you at that point. Okay, so we have a few announcements to go over before jumping into the episodes. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Miss SJ for that. So, SJ?
That's me. Okay. All right. So, don't forget, guys, we do have a merch store. So, there. So, there's our merch store. You can get t-shirts, pants, blankets, posters, stuff. So you can look at our merch store there. We also have our Patreon if you'd like to support us that way. That way more of the money goes toward supporting us instead of just half of it going toward Twitch. But if you subscribe here, you get all the awesome emotes. So there's that. But don't forget to take a look at the Patreon, because there's some pretty cool things in there, because we really want to make it also worth it to you guys, so you can get stickers or even a dice box. This is like a super prototype of the dice box. They're better now. Mine was the sad one.
Thanks.
They're better now. Anyway, so that's Patreon. Our podcast, we have a podcast, guys. If you haven't been around for a while, we do have a podcast. It should be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcast. So I think we have 3 episodes out right now. And then also I am in the process of turning our streams into the MP3s. So those will also be on the podcast as well. So if you want to just be able to play and catch up with this campaign, it will be on there, as well as podcast of me and Matt talking about random D&D stuff and gaming in general and all the fun things. Yes, got that. We always have things in the works, guys. You should know this by now. Anytime we are finally able to announce something new, there's something else in the works already. So there's something in the works that you guys will get to see today. Let us know when you notice it. So Matt is really excited about it, so I hope you notice it pretty quick once it shows up. So once you notice the new thing happen on the screen, just put it in chat and be like, I see the thing, and tell us what the thing is so everyone else can enjoy the thing.
So where's Waldo's situation?
Yes, where's Waldo's situation? Though it's not super small.
Nope.
So hopefully it's noticeable. And then we have a thing in the works, which is we always have a thing in the works, but we're really excited about it. We just need to get some more of our ducks in order for that, and then we will be on our way. And then last but not least, I have my own personal announcement for you all. I am pregnant. Yay! This will be my 4th child, and Matt expects me to peace out around June. I'm not due till the end of July, so I'm like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get at least to the first week of July. And Matt's like, no, I expect you to peace out in June. But we'll see what happens, guys. So yeah, I'm 11 weeks pregnant, 11 and a half weeks pregnant. So that's it.
Okay, so back to me.
All right, back to you.
All right. So congratulations. Dadgummit, Dirk.
Dirk!
Here we are.
Make the baby play Strahd.
Again.
No.
Again. Pregnancy subs. Woo! Oh, thank you, Dirk, for your unnecessary, unrelenting kindness. Good gosh. Okay, well, before that, so yeah, we have several things on tap for tonight. Excited to be back. Thank you guys for showing up, and for anyone else that stumbles in as the episode goes on. And everybody, just make sure everybody feels welcome in chat. Let them know what's going on, so that if we are occupied role playing or missing or anything, that you can pick up the slack for us. It'd be much appreciated. But we'll try to stay as engaged as we can. So if you are new here, we have a lovely intro video that we start every episode with. It's good to be back. We're going to go ahead and kick things off with that before going into our weekly, monthly, yearly recap, whatever you want to call it. So if you have seen this, or if you have not, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yeah.
So they're like, Bob.
Only barbarians can dance.
Oh, the joys. And we are back.
All right.
Hopefully everyone can hear everything. Hopefully all the tech stuff is working properly as it should. Lord help us if it doesn't. But, we'll figure it out. So it's great to be back, guys. Seriously, looking forward to tonight. A fun thing before we get started that most of even the players do not know about, aside from a few, is we actually have a second special video that will do a little bit of a recap of the journey so far. If you are a Patreon member, you've already seen this. We kind of showcased it a little bit in the Discord to get some feedback on it and did it there. So thanks to our Patreons, as always, for your support. We love you guys, and you always get to see this stuff first, so you already know what's coming. But for everybody else, we do have a little video that's going to do a little bit of a recap. The players haven't seen this. It's just going to be thrown up on Twitch. So if you don't have that pulled up, I'll give you just a second to go ahead and pull it up, because we're going to throw it up on there, and it'll go with a little bit of a recap, mostly in the geographical sense of what our adventurers have done since the beginning of the prologue up until this point, and what their journey is in less than 4.5 minutes. So it's a nice, quick, condensed little recap of where they've been and how they got to where they are now. So If you are new here, this is a good time to really kind of catch up on what's been happening so far. And if you're not new here, it's a good time to catch up on what's been happening so far. So let's watch a recap, shall we? This is the journey so far. It all began on the material plane in the northwest reaches of the Faerun, just to the east of the Desarin River and outside of the High Forest. The party is approached by a young stranger who requests their help with a string of kidnappings. Accepting this quest, the party makes their way to the west and eventually locates the assailants at the root of the Sword Mountains. Having succeeded in their quest, the party takes all the surviving members who had been kidnapped and proceeds back to the east to the southwest reaches of the High Forest. Here, they are welcomed with open arms and taken deep into the capital city known as Solus, where a great party and festival is held in honor of the successful mission. But pleasantries are soon interrupted when it becomes known that Ayla's brother, Aiden, has been kidnapped. The party leaves the perimeter of the capital city and makes their way to the east line of the woods. It is here they are confronted by the hooded figure that has kidnapped Aiden, and things take a turn for the worse. Ayla's brother Aiden is saved, but at the cost of Idris' life. After burying Idris, the party does not have long before discovering an awful sight in the distance. The capital city of Solace engulfed in flame. But there was no time to investigate, because immediately a fog surrounded the group. And whenever it receded, they were no longer in Faerun, nor in the material plane, but this is something that would be discovered later. In this new snowy and mountainous terrain, the group has a short encounter with a character known as Strahd, before being instructed to flee to the north after hearing an unsettling sound. This is where the group first enters what is known as the village of Barovia. The group was not in the village long before encountering two young children that ultimately lured them into the clutches of what is known as the Death House. But in the end, the group did make it out, barely with their lives. Yet again, the group found themselves with zero time to rest. For upon leaving the Death House, there was a wolf, direwolf, and werewolf attack happening in the village. The group seeks refuge in a house nearby. It is only after entering the house that they discover that they are not alone. Three individuals, known as Namir, Drasha, and Lawrence, had also taken shelter into this home. It is here that the group makes their stand and has the first encounter with one of the seven known as Samael. In the events that occur this night, both Namir and Drasha lose their lives, while Lawrence's body was never found. When the sun rises, the party proceeds to the north part of the village to the local tavern, where they meet a man known as Ismark. From here, the party will eventually head to the southwest, where they take shelter in Ismark's home. The group resides here for a time and has quite a few encounters, both with meeting Strahd for a second time and having an interesting encounter in the forest. But eventually, they do depart from the manor and make way to the northeast portion of the village to seek the church where they can help bury Ismark and Irina's father. After having successfully buried Ismark and Irina's father, the group has brief conversations with Father Donovich before having a new character walk through the door. It is here where quite literally Campaign 1 walks into Campaign 2, and our group meets the character known as Azalea. Not long after this, the group would exit the church and run into a second member of the seven known as Omen. And while direct combat did not take place, Omen would release several creatures, one of which including a hellhound, on the party. It is here that the group meets Merc Danjaw III, and is given some brief information and a potential quest that would take place in the village of Vallaki. After this encounter, the group will proceed back in the direction of Ismark's home, but not before first traveling through the village of Barovia yet again. It is upon this trip that Millard separates from the group temporarily, has a strange encounter that would ultimately push him to discovering the Evilest River. The rest of the party meets up with Millard at the river, and much to their shock is greeted by an actual beautiful sight, something that has yet to be seen in their travels in Barovia. From here, the party would head back to Ismark's home, where they will rest, regroup, and plan their strategy for where to head next. And that is the journey so far. And there is your recap, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, short, sweet, and to the point. And to add to it, so when our adventurers arrived back at the Ismarkin Arena Estate. They were taking their night watch, taking turns, when it became close to morning time, and Millard began sleepwalking down and out the door, and somehow, in the midst of everyone discussing amongst each other a variety of things, Millard managed to sneak past everyone and make his way outside. By the time they noticed, everyone turned around to go and make sure he's okay, to catch him. At which point, they see a dark black pool kind of forming out into the grass in front of the house, or the dirt, and not really grass, more of like splotchy dirt. But it begins forming into a structure, and a head comes out of it, and then some shoulders and some arms, and it becomes apparent that Omen is coming out of this black goo. And she doesn't really waste a lot of time on any form of interactions, and instead quickly, in almost impossible to see with the naked eye, quickly forms a spear and throws it immediately. In which case, we hear it take purchase, and someone go, and that is where we left off last episode, without revealing who the spear hit, just knowing that the party is by and large standing at the door, and that is where we are. So I'll go ahead and pull the map up. I'll let you guys situate how you want to, because on the map the doors are closed, but in reality the doors are open, so you can move your tokens however you would like them to be. But you are all bearing witness to this incident, save for Nadar, who is still passed out. In which case, the person who got struck by the spear is none other than Millard. What do you do?
Can I cast magic missiles on Omen?
Go for it.
Okay, fine.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Wrong dice.
Stop letting me use that.
That's a very bold strategy, Cotton. Okay.
Wait a minute. These dice are weird.
That's some Nadar move right there.
He has to get the good dice for this spell.
Well, actually,
Jay just has a pole sticking into him.
one,
You know, Wild Mark's figuring this all out.
3,
Gasping for breath.
3. So a total of 10 damage.
Okay. You see the missiles one by one just go to the black ooze. Instead of hitting her, it seems like it just gets sucked into the pool and disappears into the bottom of it. And she does not flinch. You have no
Oh,
idea. You have no
grab-
idea. Go ahead,
I
Miller.
try to grasp onto the spear and start to kind of remove it.
When you take purchase of it, black goop starts to like transfer from it onto your hands.
Guys, I don't think this is kind of normal. And then I turn to whoever's next to me, and I just like put one hand out to show like the black goo on my hand.
Okay, so in
Okay.
this instance, both Mark and Zyle will see it.
Zyle's gonna run over, like, by him and just, like, grab him by the shoulders. All right, lad, come on, just get off your feet right now. And kind of help him to the ground.
Okay.
Can I discern anything about this spear?
The spear?
Like, like the goop or anything? Is it more than just a spear? I guess is what I'm trying to
Ooh.
figure out.
Okay. Roll the perception check.
Can I roll
It's an
Arcana?
18.
18. Okay. You definitely notice something is off. This is not a normal spear by any stretch of imagination. You might even dare say this doesn't seem like a natural physical spear.
Zyle, can you get this thing out of me?
Can I roll Arcana on Omen?
To figure out what?
To figure out what, how she did that, I guess.
You can do that with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, so Zyle, Mark, Millard
Not
asked if
looking
you can
good.
get the spear out of him.
So, do I have any inkling if it's gonna be worse if I try to pull this out?
That you do not know.
Okay.
Get
So
this
I'm
thing
gonna
out of
lay
me.
him down. It's like, all right, lad. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna kind of grab it, slowly start to try and remove it.
Ismark's going to kind of step into it. What is happening?
Millard got hit by a spear. And
From-
there's...
Lady in the goo over there.
I rolled a 10, by the way.
Yeah, you definitely don't know what she did.
Mhm.
Okay, so when Zyle, you said you're going to try to take it out of him?
hmm
Okay, when you go to grab it, it does the same thing it did for Millard, except it's going away from you and just starts, like goop, just starts kind of dissipating and gets shorter and shorter, and it's like going into Millard.
I'm going to put a warding bond while I've got my hand on him, on Millard. +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, has resistance to all damage, and each time it takes damage, I take the same amount.
Okay.
So you resist any damage you might take, I just take it with you.
Okay. I'm going to send you a question in Discord.
Okay.
That way I don't say it out loud. Okay. Okay. I got to think of how to word this. Okay.
I
this is-
cast that on you assuming you're willing. It has to be a willing creature.
Sure.
I'm dying here. I just.
Okay.
What's going on? It's inside of me.
Answer to that question is no, Matt.
Okay.
Can I roll Arcana on the ooze, maybe?
It'd be another one with disadvantage.
Okay.
So Ismar's just going to start. Ayla, I don't know what is going on here.
Mark, Zyle, do something.
11.
Does it? Well, I don't know. I'm also going to do a second level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Oh, that was a terrible roll. It's 7.
How does it feel?
Oof.
Oh dear.
Your entire body feels incredibly hot. It's getting difficult to breathe. And it feels like a bunch of insects are crawling on you.
It's burning. What did you do?
And let's see. Millard, you at this point go up to 4 points of exhaustion.
Do you know what it is,
Jeez.
Zael? I can't figure it out.
I don't have a clue. Does
Ask
anything
her.
I'm doing seem to be doing anything?
Ask.
It so like to your knowledge, like everything you cast seemed to work, but it seems like that's not what's hurting him. Basically, like the stuff you cast took purchase, but something else is like almost eating him within.
Inside.
And at this point, you're just gonna
Trying
kind of
every
see
spell on my list.
you're gonna see Omen just kind of smile and start to like disappear back into the ooze.
As she's fading away, I'm gonna point my spear at her. You. What did you do?
She disappears.
I'm gonna blast her in the face with a guiding bolt.
Attaboy. Alright.
That's gonna be a natural 1, of course.
Oh,
No.
you go to do it in just a reactionary form of rage and just kind of overshoot, and it goes into the wood line. Millard at this point is having so much trouble breathing that he can't even talk.
Can I do perhaps a medicine check
Sure.
to try and figure out anything that might be beneficial here? Oh my gosh, another natural 1.
Hmm.
Oh no. Poor Jay. He's just having to do this for so long now. I'm sorry. No idea what's going on. I'll help Jay out at this point. Miller's going to pass out. Sorry.
There you go.
I am going to hit him with the Spare the Dying. It just stabilizes him if he's at 0 hit points, so he doesn't have to roll saves.
Sure. So you cast that, and it seems just like all the others that it would work just like it normally would. And the goop has been like spreading to where not only it looked like it went in him, but it's starting to like cover him. To where it's
Can I
like,
roll history?
sure. To where it's completely covering him with goop.
20. 20 plus 6.
Okay. So even with that high of a roll, so this is never something you've experienced. It is only something you've heard about in books and or legend, like in sort of
Okay.
terms of passing. But it's something dark, something ancient, and potentially beyond the understanding of magic. That's all you got. Even with the 20.
Wow.
Yep. And you guys see the goop kind of take it to where Millard is just solid black now. And he's not moving.
Let me go get some oil.
Just get it off. But Zhao, you see his eyes open. And they're solid red.
Ugh.
Let me go get some contacts.
And much
Just
like
use
a-
eyeshadow over your lids and close your eyes.
Just look up.
Here, I
you
got a
two,
Sharpie.
And I point to Irina and he's Mark. You two, what is this? You're native here.
I don't know what's happening.
It's
He leans up and just looks straight at Zyle. And in a quick motion, you see like very like sharp teeth manifest. And just lunges at Zyle, makes like a hard, loud noise. Nice, Jay. And black. Black light. To nothing. To which suddenly someone wakes up. And we have Ismark waking up from a dream, trying to figure out what the heck he just saw. Oh, what was it? Oh, gosh. Okay. Seriously, what was it? He gets up, goes into the living room. It is dark into the hours of night, and walks in to see Zhao and Mark on the first watch. We've never made it past that point.
Matt. This is a family-friendly stream, but I will have some things to say to you when we go off air.
I love you, buddy.
You are
I'm sorry.
wow.
No, sorry.
I can't believe you guys let me die.
Wow. Venom.
Sat there and let Jay have to act out
with
and
me.
poor
Are
Jay.
you gonna give them their spell slots back? I just want to know.
It's a dream sequence. None of it ever happened.
Okay. You guys can have your spell slots
Yes,
back.
all your stuff is back.
Small consolation.
Yeah. So, Zyle and Mark are there having the exact same conversations where Ismark shortly, Irina shows up and he's just kind of regaining himself, talking about taking the second watch. And exactly as he heard in his dream, Zhao and Mark kind of give him the little rundown. He's like, maybe whenever you get up, maybe don't wake up Ayla first, because she kind of, tends to punch whoever you wake up. Which Ismark kind of like was like a little like double take, because that's what he just heard in his dream. But you don't really make anything of it. And Zhao and Mark go to bed while Ismark and Irina take their watch.
Okay.
I need water.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Look what
Richard.
you've done to them.
I know. I like
I'm just laughing because that whole little bit was like Venom.
I thought he was your friend.
I like to give Jay the Oscar for the day.
Yeah.
Hey, Oscar
making-
goes to Mr. J wherever he is on the overlay.
Bare minimum for making the poll disappear. Funny.
It helps to wear dark clothing.
Yeah. Gosh, that was funny.
It was
Venom.
really good.
Okay. Anyway, so Ismark kind of conveys to his sister throughout their watch of like, I had another dream. This one was strange. First time having dream of our new friends. And I don't know what to make of it. Millard was dying, and no one could seem to do anything about it. And I just stood there helplessly. Hopefully it is just a dream. Okay, well, I guess we go wake the others up for their watch. And we fast forward where he wakes up. If I remember correctly, he wakes up Elberth, who then in turn wakes up Ayla. And then they
I
go
did not
through-
punch anybody.
right. And everything begins to proceed precisely how it has in Ismark's dream, including fast forward again to the morning where everyone is now downstairs except for Nadar. And who else but Millard begins sleepwalking down the stairs.
And I'm still in bed, right?
I think Mark was. But everybody else is down. But none of the rest of you dealt with that dream sequence. So it's just seeing Millard sleepwalk for the first time. Except this time, you see Ismark kind of like run up to the bottom of the stairs as Millard's coming down. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, wake up. Wake up. You sleepwalking? Down a flight of stairs. Impressive, but crazy.
What are you talking about, mate? What am I doing here?
You sleepwalk from bed to here.
That's weird. Did somebody hit me?
I may have slapped you a
Was
little bit.
Was it Ayla?
Oh, no, I have been told she hits people, so I don't know if she hit you while you were sleeping. I can't speak for that, but
I just, I'm a little bit more sore than usual. I got an awful pain in my chest. No, there it is.
Is it the left chest? Yeah.
No, it's on my right side, but it feels fine. I just probably need a bit of sit down and a little bit of your wine, if you don't mind. Sorry about that.
You see Ismark, with your passive perception, just see him kind of look a little off about it and just kind of...
Are you alright, mate? Like, you're a bit off?
Yes. Still waking up and such. I'm not much of a morning person.
Oh, ain't we all, mate? None of us really can be till we've had a spot of wine in us.
Speaking of, I will go get some for anyone else. Wine? You just asked the group who would like some wine. Mark,
is everybody up?
Mark, you can be waking up at this point.
All right. So I guess I'll just be. Oh, I should prepare my spell slots.
It remind me. Did you? I think this is correct. I just want to make sure. Nadar was tied up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nadar was tied up.
Yeah, I think you guys tied him up.
We brought him inside and put him on the couch.
Yep. So you guys are down in the living quarters to where everybody's just kind of interacting, and Nadar wakes up tied to a couch. Or not tied to a couch, but tied and on a couch.
What happened?
We slept.
And I don't really know.
Why am I like this?
Oh, that was
Why
just
wouldn't you be?
How often do I go running off in the night?
Again, that is a dumb question. You know the answer.
I did it what? Tries to count with his fingers beside him. It's like 7 times?
Be honest.
7 times? I'm gonna...
Enough that it is logical that you may wake up with your hands tied.
in all honesty, It's not as many times as I've slept walk out the door. So, mate, should we untie him now?
I'm gonna try and break out of the rope.
It's more
rolled a-
entertaining to watch him try to break out and smash face in floor.
All right, make a strength check with disadvantage. They tied you pretty good.
That is a 15
Nope.
after disadvantage.
Nope.
My knots are pretty good.
You got a sailor and a
Wait, see
military
my
man
axe
on
anywhere
board.
nearby.
We've played this game before.
Oh, wait, Ayla, you sure you didn't punch me while I was sleepwalking?
Why would I punch you? I
I
think
don't know.
you were
You've never needed
sleepwalking again.
Yeah,
is my
it's
axe
not.
anywhere nearby?
just-
Or any of them? Because I have
I woke
3.
up with a sort of pain in my chest. And
Well, if Ismark found you first, no, I was not me. I did not punch you.
I just make sure. I'm sure it's nothing.
No, if it was me, I would claim it.
I'm trying to get my mouth close enough to the ropes that I can start chewing them.
You know, I'm just gonna untie him because,
Oh,
Just
you
because.
ruined the fun.
and I go and untie Nadar.
Do I need to go brace the front door?
I
No,
start
it'll probably
walking
be
to the
fine.
kitchen to see if I can help with food or anything.
Okay.
Upon
Breakfast.
hearing that, I remember sort of what happened. And I narrowed to run towards the door, but purposefully slam my head into the wall beside the door.
Oh, wait, I haven't untied your legs yet.
Okay, then I fall over.
Falls down to the ground. And you hit your head.
Yep.
See,
There goes the
Ayla?
fun of that.
Just enough fun.
It never ceases to both concern and entertain at the same time. Is that
That's how we do with him. Yep.
seems to be I think I'm starting to gather. Okay, it is first light. Let us not waste any time. I know there's a long journey ahead, depending on what you want to do. So, as promised, I gave my word I would lead you to wherever you would like to go. Have you discussed amongst yourselves, or would like to for where we are headed?
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is gonna take that bottle of wine from you.
Yeah.
Why don't we
Nadar's
get
gonna
some
take it
breakfast
from-
and talk about it at the table?
Sure.
Nadar's gonna take it from Millard and down the rest of it. Just in one go.
Did I attune with my short sword?
If you would have liked to over your rest, yes, you may.
All right.
But only if you wanted to.
Yeah, I do. Cause yeah, I trust it.
I say we still look for that job, Mark. Remember that fella yesterday?
Okay, I guess I'm downstairs by now.
Yeah, I'm putting everybody at the table. You can move your tokens wherever you would like them, I suppose.
Right.
I mean, I know the man was not like the most straightforward man, but I think we have it on good authority that there's at least some money to be made in the next town. And we're kind of low on funds, everybody. Would you agree?
Yes.
I agree. We need some money.
Oh.
We're not gonna get very far here without it.
Yeah.
And Nadar, by money, of course, I mean a little bit of drinking money.
I got some right here. I pull out my bag that still has the 87 gold from before we got transported.
That I'm not even going to try and tell you that doesn't work here.
Well, maybe we can barter gold.
Possibly.
It must be of some value.
Sure.
So
Um,
the last I had heard, folks were wanting to make way towards Vallaki. Is this still the will of the company?
yeah.
Where the job is, right?
Are there
That's what
rocks
the
on the
old
way?
man said.
Yes, yes.
Then yes, it's probably best idea.
Mhm.
If we are to make it to Vallaki, we must leave now. It's a long journey.
Are there rocks on the way?
Presumably, yes.
Thank you.
Maybe we should just like get something to eat while we're going. I guess maybe.
If you do, I'd suggest eating while we travel. It'll take
Yeah.
the better part of the day for us to reach Vallaki.
Yeah.
Need to find a snack while on the way.
All right.
And then you're going to see Irina actually kind of interject a little bit with Ismark. Do we really deem it wise to make the trip all the way to Vallaki? I mean, look, I know these people are nice and they did us a great deed, but it's not a safe journey. And
What?
you know,
What's the danger?
everything. It is a long journey, very close to Strahd's castle. Vallaki
Well,
itself.
is there anywhere we could stop along the way for a break or
The
make
Vistani
it
camp.
less dangerous?
There's
The
likely
Vistani camp.
the Vistani camp will likely be somewhere along the way, but it is not exactly a fortress of solitude. It would be tents. While
But
Vallaki itself is not near the castle of Strahd, the road to get there will take you right by it.
okay. But you don't think? I mean, if Strahd wants us to be, I don't know, a part of his army,
Good point. He wants us to get stronger, da?
I
It's
guess
not-
so.
It is not Strahd
So-
I am worried about. It is the darkness that surrounds that place.
Yeah.
People obviously have to travel there in some way, so it can't be that much more dangerous than anything else in this land.
Is
Why do
there
you
another route, maybe?
No.
The fact that Millard could walk outside and just summon Strahd by a footstep out the door, I'm pretty sure no matter where we are in this land, we are in danger. So,
That still wasn't my fault. I still blame Nadar for that.
who walked outside?
Irina's going to lean
All
forward
of us.
lean
walked
forward
outside.
and look more sternly at all of you. I do not think you all are taking this as seriously as you should.
What do you mean?
Should
Sounds
or
like we
what
could
you
just kill
want
it.
us to?
Should. Do not take offense, but unlike my brother, it does not matter what happens to you. I will not lose sleep over what happens to you. I've seen too many people come and go. I have stopped trying to make attachments to people long ago. It's nothing personal. It is just the way of Barovia. But
Okay.
as you seem good people, I am trying to give advice. Now,
Did I try and throw
then
some
what
food into
other
her mouth?
option do you have for us? Where
Right.
where do you suggest we go from here?
anywhere but there.
Is there a roundabout way to get there?
No. Vallaki is encased with the great gates of Barovia. It is a fortress. It is protected. Why do you think trade is so limited here? We are the only village on the outside of the gates. To get here, they have to pass the castle. That is why so little trade ever happens here, because most people cannot survive the journey.
What you're suggesting then is we don't go to another city, we just bushwhack the forest?
Honestly,
I'm pretty sure that's not what she's saying.
Honestly, I'm suggesting you do what you want to do. You are your own group, but I suggest my brother not be part of it.
I see.
Hmm.
I toss some food in her mouth.
To put it blunt, and again, I mean no offense, but losing all of you, I can stand. Losing my brother, I cannot.
Well, I do not think it is beneficial for us to just stay here. I think our next course of action is to go. And your brother made us a promise that if we helped you, you would help us. But I understand that it is dangerous, and if he wants to continue to join us, fine. If he wants to go back on his word, fine. I do not care. But we need to keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Seems logical. Brother made promise, I did not.
All right. We would probably have better chance of making it through if you both came. But I'm not going to force either of you to come along.
Yeah.
And Ismart just kind of listening to Sister trying to look back at all of you. No. I gave my word, and that means something to me. I intend to keep it. I understand. I forgive my sister. She has been through a lot over the years, and she's a little jaded, shall we say, to the darkness that is constantly around us. And I don't fault her for it. You don't have to look far to see people with similar circumstances.
I understand. I understand. You are her family. You are all she has left. I understand that.
Ayla, we still need a guide.
It's
These
a
lands are
road.
strange.
You go on the road.
Yeah.
Nadar turns to
Either way,
Ismar.
he said that he was not going to break his word. He's going to take us there. Don't worry.
Nadar turns to Ismar and asks, "Wait, there's a statue of her made out of jade. Where?"
That's no.
No,
It's in the backyard, Nadar. It's just finished. Fresh stone.
He's going to look to both Ayla and Irina and say, "Look, you know, road journey to Vallaki is not as simple. Yes, there is road, but it splits in multiple directions, and only one of which goes to Vallaki. The other of which takes you straight to Strahd's castle, and that's the last place we want them to go."
If we started heading to Strahd's castle, we could just turn around and go the other way.
Yes, but that would make us lose a lot of time. And also, I assume the closer you get to Strahd's castle, the more dangerous it is. So, whether or not we'd have the option of actually turning around, probably not possible by the looks of it and by the sound of how they are talking about just even being semi-close to castle. But either way, Ismark said he will guide us. And we don't want to lose any more light. So I suggest we go, make sure we pack all of our stuff, and get going.
All right. Sounds good to me.
I grab a roll and I start walking upstairs to the room that I had been staying in to make sure that I had all my stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do the same.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll go upstairs and make sure I have everything packed, and then I want to go outside and look to see if there's a jade statue of Arena.
Is anyone babysitting Nadar?
Nope. He'll be fine.
When it's my fault. So when I realize that he's heading outside, I like hang my head and I follow him.
Okay. So at least Ayla's with him. Okay. Millard or Zal, any prep for you guys?
Ismark, we do need a guide. I understand it's dangerous, but we are warriors of our own sort. Even Nadar. So we'll thank you kindly for your assistance.
Yes, you lot paid me a great kindness in helping us with our father, and I gave you my word, and I will keep it. And I need to make sure I at least do everything in my power to not let anything happen to any of you.
I understand. It's a strange place, and we're strangers, but you've done us a great kindness. So,
And you do notice he's kind of like staring at your shoulder that you had pointed out, or your chest area. Yes, indeed. All right. Gather any provisions you may need. The road is long, and we will need to make use of all of it.
I'm gonna head upstairs, grab my stuff.
Yep.
Head by the main
Do
door.
the same.
All right.
As everyone gathers at the main door, they can hear me yelling outside at Nadar. I was only kidding. There's no statue. You just misheard everybody.
Why did you say there was a statue back here? There's obviously one.
No, I said it because I thought it was funny to just go along with your imagination. But now we've got to go. I grab him by the ear and pull him around to the front.
I'd swat your hand away.
I swat your hand back and continue to pull your ear toward the front.
You see Ayla pulling Nadar like a child. Nadar just irritatedly resisting, but just keeps like reestablishing.
Just swinging his hands.
Yep, reestablishing connection every time it lets go. All right.
Are there rocks on the ground?
Not yet, but in time.
No, just lush grass. That's all we got in Barovia.
Midar's gonna grab a handful of grass as best he can and start chewing on that.
So everyone's outside the house. Ismark takes a good look at his home, looks at the rest of you. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is important that I cover some ground rules before we make this journey. I'm going to do everything in my power to guide you and get you on the other side of the gates of Barovia into Vallaki. If at any point should I tell you to run, you run. If I should tell you to leave me behind and save yourselves, you do it.
What makes you think that you're going to die for us?
How about no?
It's less of that, my dear friend Mark, and more of I understand what we are walking into. And if I am caught, I want you to keep proceeding for your best chance to get where you would like to go.
You know, my people had a saying. And I use it with these guys. We're not leaving you behind because no dwarf left behind.
Yeah.
These are the only terms of my condition of what I will do to guide you to where you're going. I gave you my word and I will do that. These are my only terms that I would like your word that if it comes to it, you will honor your word.
Honestly, I
going to
don't
be
know if I
giving
could do that to
these-
Arena, but
He's now looking more at Zyle, who knows is going to be like the more like principled person of the bunch.
I don't know if I could do that to Arena. Just leave you behind. Especially since you're volunteering basically to help us. And you
She-
don't even know that if our pursuits will even help your land or
She's-
just help us.
She's going to interject and was like, "Oh, don't worry. If he's in trouble, I'm leaving you and helping him."
Oh, so you are coming. Grand.
Well, I'm not just going to let him go by himself, no, am I?
All right.
I'm not leaving you behind, Ismark.
Mr. Zyle?
I won't leave Arena behind. And if she stays behind to help you, that's not my fault.
He's still looking at Zyle.
Lad, you know good and well that I led man in battle. You know I'm never going to agree to this.
We do not even know it will happen. And again, I do not want to sacrifice myself. Do not misunderstand me. But as a guide who has been on this journey before and seen others fall on this journey before, I know what we're about to walk into. And I
What
know
are we going to walk into?
darkness.
What have you had to deal with?
Death. And a lot of
By
it.
what cause?
Quite a few things, some of which you might not even understand. Between creatures, some of which between things that are even beyond our understanding.
Try me.
Okay. A man being ripped apart from the inside out without anything touching him.
What would cause that?
It's an excellent question.
I thought there was going to be an and to that. But is
I
that
would
it?
I would rather not go on listing the atrocities I have seen.
All
Nothing
right.
personal.
Well, either way,
it's not
why are
exactly
we-
happy
why are
memories
we
to bring up.
Why are we talking? We must start walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you these are the terms.
All right.
You can ignore it all you want. If you do, I will stay here.
I've already told you I won't stay for you.
Okay. I need the word of everyone in the party. You can help my sister. That is fine. I accept this.
Okay.
I
Fair
already
enough.
told you. I can't make that promise because no dwarf left behind.
I am not a dwarf.
You may not be a dwarf, but you're a friend. That makes you a dwarf in here. I mean here.
It is oddly sentimental, and I appreciate it. It is that same sentiment of why I would like you to make this promise. I want to do everything in my power to get you to where you need to go.
Can we settle on no promises?
Settle on, will you try?
Well,
No.
I'll try.
I start walking in a circle of impatience.
Well, hey, mate. If a man wants to die, let him die.
See?
If they'll die, then they better do it.
See? A man with some sense.
Obviously, if he wants to be left behind, there's nothing you can do to stop him. So let's get a move on. No
Thank
offense,
you.
mate, but I'll leave you behind if that's what you want.
None taken. It is quite literally what I asked for. At least one person has the stones to agree with it.
Hey, I said I would not stay behind for you.
Yes, but you made a
Burning
caveat.
daylight. And my bones are aching. Let's move.
All right. Fine.
Zael, don't say anything, just nod your head. There we go. Okay. Can we go now, Ismark? We're wasting the little type of daylight that Barovia has. Whew.
I do not know what that broken accent was, but sure.
That was me running out of breath.
Fine.
At this point, there is a very, very small pile of chewed up grass on the ground.
Go.
So, you guys leave Ismark home and make your way back to the direction of the Eveless River to cross the bridge, which will take you to the road that will lead you to Vallaki. And on your travels,
We crossed the bridge, right?
not yet.
Okay.
You have arrived at the river. And where you're standing at the moment, there is no bridge. But again, you kind of all just stop to take in a rather stunningly pretty sight, which is something that is as yet to be seen in Barovia. So it's just, it's nice.
Now, Millard, I know it's water, but it's fine. Everything is going to be fine.
No, I'm fine. In fact, I was going to ask Ismark about this place.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old place compared to the rest of the country we've seen, mate.
I come here often.
It reminds me of first time I took my brother out. Water's nice and calm, you know.
You had a brother?
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Almost, it feels like a lifetime ago. I guess it really wasn't though. Yeah.
I will ask no more. I understand you used past tense had, so I do not mean to pry.
Oh no. There's not something I don't mind talking about. This place, there's something about it, you know. Like I said, it's calm. Kind of like him. He wasn't as brash as I was. He'd probably have a fit about leaving you behind now. He's the kind of lawyer like that.
How tall are the trees on the edge of the woods around us?
Pretty dang
dear.
tall. Well
I'm gonna
above.
pull out my great axe.
Well above 30 feet.
I see him pull out
Do
the
we
great
cross
axe and I
it?
go over to him and say, "There is a bridge. You do not have to cut down a tree.
I want to make a bridge.
Where's the
There's
bridge?
already a bridge."
You're gonna feel a
Wait,
firm.
Nadar literally just looks like basically tunnel vision right in front of him.
You're
It's
gonna
like,
feel
there's no bridge.
a firm hand on your shoulder, and you're gonna kind of look up, and Irina is right on you. We do not cut any of the trees around the Eveless River. This is the lone, peaceful, and dare we say, place of joy in Barovia. We dare not tamper with it.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab one.
Did you put your axe away?
No, I'm holding it in one hand.
Okay.
This is
For
a good
my
rock.
sanity, can you please put the axe away?
I'm gonna put the rock in my bag. Be like, what if we get attacked?
You can
Well,
have it
just
X out.
lower it, at least.
Okay, I go back to what I was doing with when I was holding the rock, just keep walking along with the axe in one hand.
Irina's
I'm gonna-
Irina's gonna unsheath her sword. It's like, I'll make a deal. You can keep axe out. I will keep sword out. If you try to touch tree, I will stop you.
Okay.
Okay. Millard?
I'm gonna walk like kind of close to the river and just like bend down to look in it.
I think you can control your token from here.
I don't see the river. All I see is white.
Oh no. Okay.
I see it on the stream now. Oh, maybe you have to scroll up, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to scroll up. Like, it doesn't take the whole screen.
Yeah.
No, all I see is white.
Mid-
I'll move my token based off of the stream.
Okay, that's fine.
There's something familiar about this place. You know, I can't quite put my finger on it. It's like I've been here. I'm gonna kneel down and start to reach out and like touch the water. And then everyone's gonna notice as I pull back my hand, almost in like pain.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure, Mr. Millard. The river is usually quite pleasant. It's actually quite pure and drinkable straight from.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, we best be getting on our way. Like Ida said, we don't have all the time in the world.
All right.
Quite right you are. Right. Let's be on then. You guys takes one last look around, just taking in the pretty scenery.
I'm gonna grab another rock and put it in my bag.
Yep.
So now I should have like 3 rocks in my bag.
You just see Ismart just kind of give a smile as he takes in the scenery. I quite enjoy coming here. And even Irina kind of looks and gives a side lift as much as she can. Right, onward we are. We'll pass the bridge and carry on.
As we go to leave, Zal is going to kind of just go and dip his hand in the water to see the temperature, to see if maybe that's why Millard yanked his hand back.
Okay. You put your hand in the water. It's cold, like a river would be, but nothing outside of what a normal river feels like. Okay. Anyone else before we depart the river? All right. So you guys make your way south and southwest of the river. And this is a winding road and trail that will take you many different directions and turns. And you're going through what is, by and large, a tunnel of sorts, to where there's always forest on both sides. And it's just a dirt road that is winding in between. To where you do have one moment to where it opens up on the left side, and instead of it being forest, is more mountainous type of terrain. Not snowy, really, but more like just hilly and
Rocky.
dirt and rocky. And it goes high enough where you cannot see over it. But then quickly turns back into a funnel of a forest as it winds. And it seems to somehow get darker. And even though the road seems like it's been the same and it's just a forest and a tunnel of the road, it seems like the road is beginning to like stretch to where it feels further and further that you're seeing. And the wind itself is, dare we say, picking up and being a little more loud.
I go up to Arena. I am assuming we are probably close to Strahd's castle at this point.
And not quite to that point. There will be a bridge that we must cross again. Not of a river, but more of just the downstream of a waterfall. It is very thin, but at that point we are close.
How much further is it?
We are yet halfway.
Okay.
But I assume this is the beginnings then of the darkness you were talking about.
It will only get worse.
Have you traveled through here many times then?
You see her kind of just like look in the distance, as if obviously contemplating something further than what you just asked. Much more times than I would have liked.
Well, I'm sorry that we have dragged you along, but we honestly greatly appreciate the guidance.
Make no mistake, do you not feel guilty for dragging me along? I am drugged nowhere. I come here for my brother.
I mean, yes. I do not wish to drag anybody into our problems. We were dragged here ourselves and into apparently Strahd's problem. Whether or not we're going to fix it, I have no idea. I don't know why he wanted us here. All I know is that I'd like to get home. But yes. But like I told your brother, it was up to him. I did not care if he came with us, though it is greatly appreciated. But yes, I am sorry that you got dragged into this.
And I genuinely hope that you and your friends set out to what you're trying to do. And I hope you succeed. But
Thank you.
I stand by what I said. It is genuinely, it's hard to express, I know, but it is nothing personal. It's just I've seen this story time and time and time and time again.
Mm.
And there's only so many times a person can take this before it breaks them. And I have been broken for quite some time now.
I'm sorry to hear that. I truly wish there was a way for me to help. I really, really do. If I had the power I had before I came to Barovia, I would do all I could to help. But alas, we got here and it was like every ounce of power I had gained over the years has left me. I feel like a child now.
All I have now is my brother. So I have. And
Right.
that is what matters to me. It supersedes me. It supersedes all of you. It is what is most
I
important
understand. I understand. You
So
do
I-
not you do not know me. I do not know you, but I understand that your brother comes first.
to me.
Where I am from, even though to me my brother was first, it was essentially my duty that he would be first and foremost in my life. I was supposed to be his protector. That was my mission. And in the end, he was kidnapped, and we thought we saved him, but then we saw the whole city burn where he was. And I do not know what happened to him, but I assume he died. And that's why I need to get home. I need to figure out what Strahd wants with us here so we can get back home. And I understand you've seen plenty of travelers like us who he has brought in for his own amusement or whatever, and I hope that somehow, by some miracle, we are able to do better than those past.
Make a persuasion check. Or see if she'll open up to you a little bit. Suspense.
12.
12.
Can I use a different die?
No.
Dang it.
You can use a different die for next roll.
Yeah.
You can see her like listening to what you're saying. Like she's not ignoring you. She's listening.
Right.
And although she doesn't, by any stretch of what some people see, suddenly open up to just be like an open book and start, just unveiling everything about her.
Right.
She does just kind of like look in the distance as you guys are still walking forward. My brother saved me from a great darkness of my own. She kind of looks forward because he's marked as ahead and just kind of looks like a form of like gratitude towards him. Years ago, I was not in good place. We had seen many people like you come through and perish. Many friends in village perish time and time and time again. And then Strahd approached me. And he gave me an offer. To be one of the 7. And as much as it pains me to say, I did not immediately decline. Nor did I accept, as it is now obvious. I thought perhaps with whatever power that comes with that I could use it to make a difference, to maybe save people like you that come through, maybe save people from village and use the power for something different than what the others seem to do. But thankfully Ismark was close by. And he talked me out of it. And I could not see in that moment of what that road would actually take me down, because all I could see is the road that I wanted. But it is much easier to see now the fool that I was in the moment, and how clever and dangerous the devil is in his words and his timing. You would be wise to remember this for yourself and the others anytime he ever tries to interact with you. Do not for a second take for him as a fool.
Oh, I do not see him as a fool. He obviously has plans. The fact that he was even able to bring us here, and like I said, basically drain us of many of our strengths. He is no fool. But yes, I hear what you are saying. I fear I took the other path than you. I followed a path that I wanted. Which maybe that's why I'm here. I didn't want to go down the road that was apparently carved out for me. So I ran away. I plan to go back. Because there's, in the end, no escaping that destiny. But I thought I could run away for a little bit.
Sometimes you can only run away from fate so long. before it begins running at you.
Yes. And now it seems I have a bigger burden on my shoulders, which is why I need to get back home.
You hear, you and Irina specifically hear kind of like a stick breaking in the woods, which a bunch of birds fly away at. And Irina immediately just puts the sword on her hilt, but she keeps walking and doesn't stop, not to like raise any form of alarm, just kind of begins checking the territory, even at just the sound of a stick.
Mm-hmm. I look around cautiously.
Mark is kind of at the front, which leans over to Zyle.
Did I hear the broken stick?
No.
Because maybe I might not have been paying attention. I don't know.
No, it was just Irina and Ayla. It was more of just to show her how on edge Irina is. Ismar's going to lean over to Zyle. May I ask you a question?
Of course.
I don't want to pry, but I don't know if you noticed your friend, your friend Millard seemed to have a visceral reaction to the water back there.
I also noticed, I wondered if maybe the water was just really cold, but it wasn't. It's a little concerning. You have to be careful how you approach Millard, though.
Seems that is the case with many of you, no? As, make sure not to approach Ayla while sleeping unless I fancy being punched in face.
She is a little punchy when she's sleepy.
Yep. And, Nadar, I don't really know. I might just be punched at any point accidentally.
He's just a little punchy.
Oh,
period.
Okay. The only one I'm not worried about is I don't think I'd be punched by Mock necessarily. I'm not really worried about that one. Although I might suddenly find myself being floating and then shoved a direction.
Just be careful if he mentions a rope trick. Once I was kind of training Ayla around the woods, and she had made camp for the night over by the fire. She's on her bedroll, and a bear was actually approaching. And I thought, hey, it's a good training exercise for her, right? Make her quick, light on her feet. So I go over and I gently shake her awake. It took me 2 weeks to get rid of that black eye. She punched me so hard it scared the bear away.
Well, bless you for making sure to give me a heads up then. Because if it gave you that much of a problem, I'm sure it would probably near about have knocked me out.
I didn't tell Nadar the first time he went to wake her up. It was hilarious.
Somehow I find that fitting. But yes, as you say, I do not take lightly approaching any of you with personal issues, so I thought it best to maybe relay to you what I can so that you, as Millard's friend, can approach him in your own time. But
I certainly appreciate it.
To any of my knowledge I have of this place, there is nothing about that river that should have caused that. It is like the only pure thing in this place. Strahd himself cannot...
Can I ask you that? So thank you.
The devil himself cannot touch or cross this river. I don't know what the cause of this is. I don't know what it is, but he will not come near it.
Am I privy to that conversation?
They're trying to whisper, so unless you're adamantly trying to listen in on them,
Eavesdrop.
I'm not.
yeah. If you're not trying to eavesdrop, no, you don't hear it.
Okay.
And Waladar's just contently marching ahead, like nothing could go wrong.
I'm keeping an eye on Nandar.
Attaboy.
Ha. Millen's turn.
All right. So that's what he relays to Zyle. And this that part doesn't have to be private information. You may share that with all of your friends as you see fit. I don't know what benefit it will bring you, but it is strange your friend have the reaction he did to the river. Unless it may be nothing. Maybe you're right, and it was just cold and surprised him.
I'm gonna try and talk to him at some point.
Okay. I am concerned for him.
I am as well. I'm concerned for everyone seeing all these visions.
Every now and then I get the bad dreams. Usually it's about me or about Irina or in the past my father. This was the first time that outsiders make it into dreams, and all of you were there. And
This is the first time he's mentioned that, right?
Yes.
So you had a dream about outsiders.
All of you.
Us, I presume.
Yes. I think Miller died. It was very strange. All of you were trying everything you could to stop it, but there was a darkness consuming him that you tried many, many things, but nothing seemed to work. And I just stood there and did nothing. It's a horrible feeling, you know. Even if only a dream.
I definitely understand that feeling.
Unlike my sister, I've yet achieved the art of not getting close to people, you know. I don't know, I haven't known you guys for long, but I do see all of you as friendly, if nothing else.
Same to you, lad. You know, they say when you take command that eventually you get used to the ones under you. They're gonna get killed. They say you get used to it, but that's a lie. And I can still see their faces vividly.
I can tell. It's something about it. Once you've been through it enough time, you're different. And although I think all of you have it to some degree, it feels like a lot of you have seen a great deal in your time. You definitely seem to have it more.
Is this part of the conversation being kept secretive still? Or
Yes.
semi-secretive? Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't mean to get secretive and sentimental. Just wanted to pass the message along. We're going to be getting into more open territory soon, where the Sur Pool leads up to the Sur Falls. They should be anywhere along this road. Be on your guard. If they happen to be in
Always.
a hunting mood, depending on which level of Vistania we pass, they might see us as food.
Oi, Millard, I'm out of drink.
I'll get you some more.
Did I hear that the Vistani eat people?
You can say you heard that part, but that's not directly what he said. But yeah, you heard the idea that they could potentially do that.
Okay. Vistani eat people?
You kind of turn around now, realizing as you heard it. Most do not. Sorry, didn't mean to alarm anyone. There is just a select few that have gone a little off the reserve and started eating people. But most of those are not really welcome in the actual inner circle of Vistani, which is it's a weird segregation type of thing. I don't think they really see it as kosher, So it is unlikely we run into that group, but I just want to be transparent and say that is possibility.
Okay.
Sorry. I hope none of you get eaten.
I'm pretty sure I can handle them.
We hope you don't get eaten either.
Good.
Do you have any
Remember-
more wine for Nadar?
I packed extra for the very circumstance. Yep.
You're really smarting up to this works, don't you?
He throws the bottle to Millard, not to Nadar.
Yes, and Nadar holds out his thing for it to be filled, because so it doesn't get...
Since he's short, it's just like a child, like, more.
Well, he
Yeah.
has his axe in one hand.
Can I have some more?
more?
After how antsy you were with the wine bottle this morning, I shouldn't be giving you any.
My
I think-
medicine. I put my cap on it and put it back.
You guys have reached a point to where the left side still is forest. The right side has opened up, and now you see a body of water that is mostly a pool. So it's a stagnant form of water that the body is still, it does have a creek that is kind of running into it, but the large body is still. And if you look further up to the north end of it, you can see in the distance what appears to be groupings of yellow fabric tents.
Ismark, what's that over there?
That, my dear Millard, is exactly what we were looking for. I believe that is.
Didn't
all
we come
Vistani.
from the north?
No.
You came from the east. You went on a road that basically does this. So you've gone about every direction possible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We
we took the southern road out, but then
right.
you know.
The
We did a
direct
couple
path
loop-de-loops
looks
in
like
there.
this. It dips down and then comes back up.
Yep.
But you're ultimately going. You're constantly
West.
traveling west while going north and south. Right now, you are going straight north.
Okay.
In my head canon, there were a couple loop-de-loops along the way.
There's no actual loop-de-loops, but it does wind a good bit.
That's how you moved your arms. It's like there's loop-de-loops
Ismark,
in the road.
what do you mean that that's what we're looking for?
Apologies. There should be Vistani that Miss Ayla was wanting to meet with, because if that is the correct group, Madame Eva will be present.
Okay. Let's go check them out, I guess.
Let me do the initial talking, please. Vistani can be odd, as you have seen. So let's not try to give them any reason.
Wait,
to
are you
do
calling me normal?
No, he's calling the rest of us normal Nadar.
He puts his arm on your shoulder. No, my dear boy, I would never think of using that word when describing you.
Ayla, do we have to make this stop?
I mean, just a quick stop. Light stop. If she's not here, we don't have to talk to her. I just have a question.
Sure.
Which is good. All right.
Just one question.
He's like, we have enough time to stay for a little, but we cannot stay long. So do not
No,
turn this into...
I do not plan. Like I said, one question. Just one.
If we are to make it to Vallaki tonight, we must make great pace after this. And hope
Yes.
that we do not run into too many...
Someone will carry
hindrances.
Nadar and we will go fast.
I'm much better over distance. I'm not a sprinter. Put me in the long haul, coach.
Alright. Let me get this pulled up, shall we? Bear with me while I change scenery here.
Okay.
Yep. I definitely didn't fail to make a Lord of the Rings reference there.
No, yep.
Into the white. Oh, it changed. Now it's black.
Yeah.
Am I dead?
My dead. Oh yeah, it's all black.
Is it all black?
It's
Yeah,
all
the-
black.
The rugby
Yep.
team.
Oh, now I understand this D4. It's all weird.
It's whatever the number is pointing up. That's what you rolled.
Yeah, but no. It's got the numbers not on the points but on the base.
Oh, then it's the number on the base. That's what you rolled.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I like it on
Yeah.
the points.
I like it on
Right.
the points.
I like it when it has no points.
Yes.
I like ball.
I like Blue Badger's D4.
Good gosh.
Like a spear.
No, it's like the points.
Yeah,
There's two. It's like a candy wrapper.
Yeah, you don't actually roll in the end.
Well, you roll
Millard,
it
can you see
You
now?
roll it.
like
yeah.
a pencil.
Yeah, I can see.
No, it's all black.
The question is, am I dead though?
Uh,
Not whether I can see or not.
yeah.
Okay, I see why. Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
like,
just- I can see.
One. Oh, I see.
for whatever
I just wanna
See
reason,
his spear.
somehow everybody's night vision got turned off.
Ah.
Not like literal night vision, but just the roll 20 night vision.
Activate.
Yep.
Activate.
Congratulations, stream and YouTube. You're getting to watch the behind-the-scenes version of how to get dynamic lighting on in roll 20.
All right.
The more you know. Okay, can
Yeah.
everybody see now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay! Roll 20. Okay.
Let's see.
Not a-
It's
hashtag not a
one
sponsor.
square equals 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, that's just part of the map, and you cannot get rid of it. And, there it
it's
is.
I
part
want
of
to
the
make
DM
sure you
map.
know.
You
Yeah, it's
can. You just have to draw over the whole map.
Oh,
Just a black line. Just so you see a host of Vistani as you get closer. There's
That's at
1,
least
2, 3,
20.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
is that what a host is? 20?
That you
20
can
20
see.
to 40.
Oh, okay.
20 to 40 is a host.
That you can see. There is bare minimum 10.
How many
Mm.
can see us?
They can, as you approach, they all see you, and you see some don't hesitate to even like just continue about their conversation. Some look and be a little more focused, and then others are just completely ignoring you as if nothing. But none seem to be too bothered by it.
Are they dressed similar to the ones, the quote-unquote ones we've seen before?
In similar
Oh,
regard,
right
all the
color.
ones you see here are male, but they're very tattered yet flamboyant type of clothing. Is very colorful.
All right.
Much like gypsy type of people would be.
Nadar, put your axe away. You won't know you're here.
Ismark, you want to lead the way?
Yeah.
Not that one. Let's see. Okay. What do you do?
Ismark, do you want to lead the way?
Okay. Here we go. Excuse me, my dear gentleman, and he walks up to one of the individuals closest to him. And you see him begin to have conversation of just explaining who you guys are and what you're here for. And you hear the one he's talking to. Yeah, she's been expecting you. Somehow that is not surprising and yet still concerning. Very well. Will she see all of us? Or just whoever she's expecting? I don't know how this works. She speaks for herself. Just go see what she wants. So they all kind of just ignore you and just point you in the direction of what tent to go to talk to Madame Ava.
All right.
Which is...
Are they roasting meat over the fire?
They're not eating anything. They're just gathering. You see some talking to each other. They seem to just be conversating, some telling stories. Some just talking about life.
So I assume that's the tent?
The one I'm pinging, yes.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll just wait and follow Azalea's and Ismark's lead.
Nadar's just gonna walk on over.
I believe you mean Ayla's.
Oh, yes.
Classic. Okay. So
I'm sorry. They both end in
So, Ismark, before going over there, is kind of like, right. Is anyone staying behind? Is everyone going? What would you like to do here?
I think it's best if I just ask my question. No one else needs to be there for question.
I don't see any meat. I'm coming in. I want to meet this one.
No.
Yes.
Bad idea. Miller,
Just let him
he's
go with
yours.
you.
What?
No, I'm not taking care of him. Not this time. Is he?
What?
You wanted to stop here. You take him with you.
No, he can't come in. It's my question, and he doesn't need to know the question.
Nadar walks in
Okay.
anyway. He just
Alright.
walks in before everyone else.
You better get in there before something happens and you can't ask a question.
No,
You-
I want
you-
to see what happens now.
You walk in, so Nadar walks in, and none of the rest of you see anything because he just like leans under the tent and the flap comes down. And then Millard over here on the road sees Nadar step out of the woods to his left.
Oh, back already, mate.
I'm gonna run as fast as I can back over. Then go back into the tent.
To the tent?
Didn't he go
Yeah.
in there?
Okay. Do you go in again?
I go in again, like, hello?
He just runs right in.
You run in, and same thing, the flap comes down. This time you see him, Millard, you see him fall out of the wood line, just...
I'm gonna run back over, but stop before going in.
Mark, I really appreciate
There's
this.
trees in there.
It's a lot, this journey hasn't been humorous enough without any of these portal tricks. But you should probably let him go in.
I'm gonna do
He
an
has been
Arcana
going in.
check, I guess.
Okay. So this time
I
you
mean,
stop.
wait, how far is like where he entered? Like, where he's being thrown from the actual tent.
You can see it, and you've already
Okay.
made a point to point out the measurement.
Are we talking? Like, are we yelling at each other?
Kind of.
Basically. Okay.
It's like 50 feet. That's like, it's
Yeah.
not that far.
It's not like yelling, but you're
Okay. It's okay.
you can't just whisper.
It's like 75 feet.
Okay. One
It's
end of the house to the
far.
other. All right.
No, like diagonally, it's more like 50.
No, it's more than 50 diagonal.
It
He's
says
got the marker
50.
on
He
there.
has the
Looking
line
at
on there.
line, It says 50. 50.
Yep. 50 on the dot.
Yep.
Good job.
I was
proud.
so good at this.
It's because
like
in
you majored in
combat,
math or something.
in combat we don't do the angles, but
Right.
But
Yeah.
in
voices
this,
are
yeah,
different.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, so
can't kill someone
Ismark-
with your voice.
Ismark is kind of going to
I'll let do a bard.
put his hand on. Perhaps stop doing that and you'll stop landing over there somehow.
But there's trees in the tent.
I don't think
I
that's what's
wanted
happening.
to see it one more time. That
I
was
think-
interesting.
I'm taking a stab in the dark here. I don't think she wants you in there. I think she knows who's coming to ask question. Perhaps.
I rolled a
But
17.
I want to say hi.
Just say hi out here. I
You rolled
think
a-
she can
There's
hear you.
trees in there, so I need to go find her.
You rolled a what, Mark?
I rolled a 17 plus 6 to find out what's going on for
Okay. It is not something that you are familiar with in the way that it's happening, but knowing your own magic and the things you've been able to do in the past, you definitely perceive it as a form of teleportation, but you
Yeah.
don't see like any residual effects anywhere. There's no like lasting things. It seems to be some form of like almost immediate effect that
okay.
is different from something. It's like it's strange. Even knowing that it's likely something this teleportation, it does seem strange.
Ayla, why don't you just rush in there before him?
Okay. So I walk in.
Okay. Ayla walks in
Oh, I was gonna do it.
and
I go up to Vistani and ask him what his name is.
It's funny. I can't actually enter the tent.
Mhm.
I'm like on top of it. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, dynamic lighting. Anyways, so Ayla is in a tent. We'll stay with her. And it's very dark, almost pitch black. And suddenly, like almost like someone hitting a fader on a light switch, like flames of candles kind of like don't just sprout up, just slightly come up and the room is lit. And there is a old, dare we even say hag-like woman sitting in a chair, looking directly at you. She, unlike the group outside, is not in flamboyant clothing. She's in more of just a very dark, gray, borderline black cloth of sort that's just kind of over her, like a hooded figure, and just kind of messing with her fingers and staring at you with a smirk. My. To what do I owe the pleasure, Miss Ayla?
Well, Madam Eva, considering, look back at the door, considering you knew I was coming and you knew who to let in, seeing as the door was not allowed, I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you why I'm here, but I'll say it if it makes you feel better.
I think saying it will make you feel better. Go on. Say it.
Well, Madam Eva, I'm going to assume you know a lot more than what I would think you know about all of this. So I'll cut to the chase. Before my friends and I were dragged here to Barovia, I was traveling with someone and he does not seem to be with me any longer. And I was wondering if you may know where he is.
Oh, yes. I know well of whom you speak. You have something much like thread tied to you. Going a long distance from here, And what is on the other end of the thread?
Are you saying the thread is still there?
Yes, of course. Can you not feel it?
Honestly, I was not sure. I'm honestly still not sure. Everything feels weird here. We got here and I felt my strength leave me. And everything has felt off since then.
She's still being like slow and just doing this, but you see her eyes with great speed. Like her body doesn't change. Her eyes with great speed shift to looking to the left outside and then looks back at you. What interesting timing things of this world have. I think the answer to your question resides outside of this tent now. Strange indeed.
Well, I came in here only with one question. And even though I do have many more, I assume you're probably only gonna answer that one question then.
You presume much, Miss Ayla. I think we both know what you really want to ask. Wouldn't you like to know about your family? Or do you like this suspense?
Ugh. With everything going on, no suspense, please.
Perhaps I will let your friend later explain to you. For the thread has yet to be severed, and it may yield many things that you desire to know. Seek
That is
outside the
good enough
tent
for me.
what you desire, and you will find the answer.
Alright. I turn to start
And tell that
walking toward
dwarf to stop running in here. He's leaving a lot of mud.
Oh, my apologies. I will knock him out just for you.
Please do. I am capable of doing such, but it would be more amusing to me if you did.
Well, since you have answered my question, I will do this for you.
Oh, goody.
I walk
Katana.
out of the tent.
Send whoever
Come
else
on,
would
Nadar.
like to come.
Come on,
Huh?
give it one more go, Nadar.
Go ahead and fetch Master Zyle, if you mind.
Nadar will run in as she leaves.
No, I walk out and I deck him. I already rolled, by the way.
What'd you roll?
Can I make like a
19
dexterity?
plus 1.
Oof.
So can I roll like a dexterity check or something to try and dodge
Well,
and go in?
for strength, if I do unarmed strike, that's plus
Oh,
5, so 24.
Ooh,
My dexterity is not that good, but I still want to try it.
make a dexterity check with disadvantage. We'll make it quick because we're gonna wrap up here.
Yeah, no, that's 6.
Okay. You try to run in. Ayla comes out. It's like a windmill effect. His legs.
It's one of those bear scare punches there.
Straight down.
As that happens, I reach out my hand to one of the guys in the camp and I say, "Hey, he didn't get teleported this time. Pay up, mate."
I turn halfway back to the tent and say, "You're welcome." And then I face forward and I go, "Zyle."
You just hear Miller's gonna hear stupid betting game. He hands you the equivalent of 5 silver pieces.
Perfect.
That you may add to your inventory. But they're Barovian coin in the sake of this universe, but
We have money now, guys.
I have money.
Yeah, Millard has money.
All right.
Nadar
So-
has money that is not
Real-
valid.
Real quickly, because we're running out of time. So, Zal, do you go into the tent?
Yes.
You see the same thing, pitch blackness. You walk in, nothing. And you can turn around to actually like try to feel for the tent door, and your hand just feels nothing. As if it like extended past where you just walked in. And much like Rayla before, like the candles just kind of like rise. And then you see the same scenery of the old lady sitting in the chair. Welcome, Master Zyle. My, oh my, oh my, do we have much to discuss? First of which, I think there's something we need to discuss regarding your brother. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. So, real quick, because we have two people that are going to be hopping off here like almost immediately. So, really good job, everybody, tonight. Good gosh. Bravo to Jay for the glorious entertainment in the first half.
The death gurgles were beautiful. Well done.
No,
I still love
I know what it's like to suffocate. So,
oh gosh.
Please don't share that story.
It's like a Christopher Lee thing to say, of like playing Saruman. I know what it
This is
sounds
how
like
it
when a man gets
sounds.
stabbed in the back. He's like,
that's
oh,
how it sounds.
okay. So, real quick, I know Jay's got to hop off and then Nadar's got to hop off. So, favorite moment of the night? Go. Miller.
That quick last moment where I get to win a gambling match just because Nadar got knocked out.
Which is
No,
very
that he got
appropriate.
knocked out is that he didn't go back
That-
in.
Yeah, that he didn't get teleported.
Very
I thought-
appropriate.
I wanted you to just let me like set that up, and I was really happy you did
Yeah. Well, it's
because it fits everybody's character.
it fits the character perfectly. It was like, well, I
I'm
can't
glad I got
deny
to punch Nadar.
I can't deny that. Everybody got a lot of good character moments this time.
I want to
like
make
comedic
note
relief.
just for the chat and anybody watching to pay careful attention to the conversations that Millard had with Ismark
mm,
because there's a lot there
oh yeah.
that's like under the surface.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that. Good, very good job tonight. So I know you got to hop off. So thank you, Jay, as always, and hope that everybody enjoyed. And we'll make sure to see you next week whenever you arrive. Have a good night, sir. Have a good week.
Nadar.
Uh,
Nadar's about to disappear.
Nadar, as quick as you can. Favorite moment of the night.
Teleporting.
I think that's actually where he goes.
Wow, I think it actually happened.
Yes.
Teleporting gone.
Teleporting. Yes. Gosh, that could
That
not
was-
have worked out better.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh. All right,
Someone
so
clip that, please.
I'm gonna shift it here real quick. Let me get him out of here. Miss Shane about to bring AJ in, so if you'll,
I got it.
I need to change the name.
Oh, sorry, I changed it for Bex.
Chick name. Oh, it's fine. I can change it.
Okay.
To that. Save it, and then is the camera on? Looks like it is.
Yes,
So
it
let's
is.
hit the main.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure. We're good. Okay. Man, great job tonight, guys. Like, good gosh. What fun that was.
Let
me get some-
It is too bad. Punching Nadar in the face.
Let me get some background music going here. So we're not just sitting in silence. Okay, so genuinely
That was
think
not the music I was expecting. I was not expecting happy tunes.
always happy. Yeah, for the chill. So thank you everybody for watching up at this point. This is where we're transitioning into the post-stream chat where we get to answer all your questions, talk to you guys in
Hi,
chat,
stream. We get to
and
talk
just-
to you now.
have a little bit of fun at the end before we wrap up. So if you've been watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. This is the point where we just start to talk to chat. We'll try to make it clear to what we're answering so it still makes sense, but understandable if you
I'm glad I
check out
switched
this one. Anyway, so
I took out the other dice and got my metal die. And
Nice.
before I walked into the tent, like I thought he was gonna try and run in again, and if he was, I was gonna punch him. So I rolled.
So
But I'm glad I got to wait until I exited.
right. Let's so let's run through this. I know the night has been long and it's late, and it's our first time back, so we're still kind of like getting the rust off. So we'll try not to have like a super long post stream tonight, especially since there's only 3 of us.
Your boy is sleepy.
Yeah,
I'm
I understand.
Still mad at you, by the way.
Oh yeah, can we have a reenactment of that?
Oh man,
Here's
I'm so
Richard's
glad.
reaction to finding out that whole first scene was a dream sequence.
Yep. And I genuinely thought about telling you that so you can make sure to roleplay it properly. And then I got super busy at work and forgot to tell you. So it just kind of worked.
I'm so happy you didn't tell him.
It just kind of worked out.
So
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. Yeah. That was interesting. So, anyways.
I thought me attacking.
Omen. Oh, yeah.
That I was making a horrible mistake by attacking
Oh, yeah.
Omen. But,
Richard, I would like to say that he did tell me.
Yep.
You're just rubbing it in now.
Yes,
and
that was the point.
There was a specific reason, and I don't remember why. It's because you were asking about something.
I don't remember.
I know. I do remember why, because it was in regards to something that we didn't get to tonight, so we can't really talk about it. But there was a reason. Anyways, so favorite moments of the night. It was a pretty fun episode in a lot of different ways. So let's start with Liam. What was your highlight of the night?
Highlight, favorite moment. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Good answer. You know, it's so good that you just like all of it and can't even pick one moment.
Oh, episode.
Nice.
Fantastic.
SJ, what about you? What's your what did you like about the night? And same
I
thing
liked
for
a lot
chat.
of things. I mean, okay, so I will say I liked a lot of things. You know, Jay's portrayal of Millard's death was
It's
grand.
top notch.
Wouldn't expect anything less of my brother.
Yeah.
I like that Ayla got to continue and have a conversation with Arena, and that they both kind of opened up to each other a little bit.
Mhm.
That Ayla got to learn a lot about Arena, and that, and also kind of just say things about herself, and like, because it's like anytime, like even in real world situations, sometimes things don't start working themselves through until you actually start talking about it.
For sure.
So I think it's helpful for Ayla, and then you just gotta love the fact that Nadar was running into the tent and kept getting kicked out 50 feet away.
Yep.
And then
when you're going to a gypsy, when you're going to a gypsy that see your tent, you kind of perhaps don't mess with that.
Yeah. And yeah, I like that, when I left the tent, she was like all for me knocking him out. She's like, "Oh, I'd love to see that." It's like, "I'll do it for you."
Oh. Yeah.
I got you, boo.
I got you.
Got you.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
No short of great moments, including roleplay moments, just by everybody tonight. Okay, so Mr. Ricardo, what about you?
I think probably my favorite was the Alina conversations. Just
The Alina. Nice.
Irina actually, talking about herself. That's new.
Yep. And dare I say, maybe not what you expected?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. But also at the same time, it's like, she is wicked strong. I mean, we saw that in combat twice. So.
And not only in the strength portion of it, but just getting to know her a little better may have you had kind of mystery about her before to where you didn't really know what her personality was.
Right. But
yeah,
it's nice to have some info on her.
Yep. And she's a complicated character because she's not.
Right. I like that chat. I forget who it was. I think it was Dirk, who's like, plot twist, she actually did accept being one of the 7, and she's just playing y'all. Please tell me that's not true.
You never
So
know.
one, I won't say, but I can say on this card,
Oh, there's a card, guys.
I always have cards. I have
Somebody
listed.
screenshot that and zoom in.
It's on the front side. So
Can you flip it for
No.
1 second?
no,
Yeah.
1 whole second.
I have listed all 7 of the 7, and I've had it since last March, maybe.
Of course you
Um,
did.
so it's gonna be great. So like later, I can like share this and like hey, I've had this for a long time, and it'll be fun because you've already seen 2 of them. You've seen Samael and
Aren't some
Omen.
of them dead? Because I'm pretty sure Azalea's team took some of them out.
Took some of them out, but remember they did replace them, I think.
We don't know if they replaced them.
Funny you should say that. I have that answered on the same card.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Richard,
you live the
I
closest.
remember. I think I remember Ismark
give them a
saying
flag?
something about them being replaced, but that was a while ago.
Well, regardless of what actually happened, I know what happened. And
Yeah.
I already have it planogrammed. So
Yeah,
Had that.
Richard, you live the closest
so-
to his house, and I'm sure you know
I-
how to break into it.
I owe him a tongue lashing anyway for the dream sequence, so I'll just go yell at him and then steal that card.
There we
hey,
go.
if it gets you here, I'll gladly accept. Doesn't matter. I'll take a Richard visit any day. I don't care if it's a bad one. Any day of the week, and then we can go to the tabletop store, and it'll be a great time.
You know what? Yeah, I might be doing that.
This is a
What is it,
great
10
great
o'clock?
Can
store.
Let's go.
you record it? Like, have your phone out when you knock on his door and him answer, and you can just like lay
Listen
in him.
here.
Surprise!
Listen
Now
here,
I've got some
buddy.
things to say to you.
Yes, live
Where do you
Or
get
all
off?
of us, just not him.
I got a bone to pick with you.
So I genuinely don't know what to pick for the favorite moment. I really liked all the role play that a lot of people did. I liked that everybody just like fed off of each other. So like Millard doing his interaction thing at the river and Zyle immediately reacting to it as if you're like, okay, that was strange. And then feeding off of that and then having that interaction with it.
Mhm.
A whole lot of setup. This is kind of like a giant setup episode almost. So it's just really good. It's always funny when you're 3 weeks out from your last episode. You don't really know what the episode's going to be like.
One of my favorite parts, like in general, have been people's like random stories about each other.
That none of us
So,
know.
like, you know,
The
like,
Zyle
and
story
when-
with the bear.
Zyle all of a sudden he was like, I was training Ayla, which, you know, that I knew that part. I knew that he trained Ayla for a couple of years. But I didn't know about the bear story. Like, I get to learn something new about my
I
character.
didn't either until it came out of my mouth.
That's what makes it so good.
Or
Yeah.
that, you know, I was trying to talk to some giants and got the house thrown with Millard in it.
Right.
So
Those moments are glorious, though. Like, it's freaking great. So excited about it.
Yeah.
Excited that we got the dynamic maps rolling. I got to just make sure we figure out a way to get everyone to see them. I think Jay was the only one that
for
couldn't.
anyone who did not find Waldo,
Yeah, the map was moving.
the map moved. The river was moving. There were birds and butterflies.
Oh yeah, and then Richard and Liam and Lava and Jay all got to see the recap video, which was new that only
Yes.
the Patreons did see. Best that point. So did that give you like a good catch up kind of point to like of what the travels have
Yeah.
been?
Yeah, it was great.
Yep. And gives you not only that, but like a much more direct visual of kind of what you guys have done and where you've gone, which was interesting. Like, good gosh, the amount of times I had to revise how to write that in terms of what I'm saying, because as a DM, I know too many details. So like, no matter how compressed I tried to make it, it was just not compressed enough. So it's like, no, make less detail. Just
Shorter.
they were here, now they're here, and then they went here, and now they're here.
And that person died.
That's basically like all. I was like, just like if it's like incredibly important, then yeah, sure, talk about it. But like all this other stuff, because I even like in one of them, I was like, and like when they left the death house, then Mark went unconscious for a little bit, and then this guy showed up, and I was like, I guess it's not like crazy, like, you know, if you're doing like a story recap, sure, but we're doing a travel recap, so like it's not like
Right.
just do the main things.
Right. A lot happened in the death house.
Yes, a
So-
lot. Even though like in that video it was just death house. Okay, bye death house. We made it. We're live.
I feel like we've forgotten a lot of what happened in Death House because it's not like we've really brought up
It's like 3 to 4 episodes.
that.
Like or 4? Yeah, 4 episodes.
No, I just mean like the fact like when we got to the basement and there were all these people chanting and whatnot, like we haven't revisited that at all. Like we haven't said, "Hey, Ismark, by the way, when we were in that house that tried to kill us."
You asked him a little bit.
Okay, I can't remember. It's
Yeah.
been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You asked him a
I
little
guess
bit.
I'll have to go to Spotify and re-listen to all of it,
Which you can do now via the podcast.
which you can't do now. Well, I think 4 episodes are up. I've gotten to 4
Right.
episodes, guys. So slowly but surely, I am getting the episodes onto the podcast. So you don't have to be on YouTube and have that playing. You can use
Sure.
your phone and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna do
All the things we do for you.
we're gonna do the last call for chat because we're gonna start wrapping
Bye,
up here. Bye, AK. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Good to see you. I know we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah, so last call for chat if you have any questions or anything. And then, let me think. There's so many questions that I would want to ask all you guys, but so little time. Okay. Let me think. Surely. So,
Also, that's why we have Dirk notes. So we can
Right,
go back and
always.
remember what happened.
so who knew, and or even if you did know, who remembered, if you knew that Zyle had a brother?
I mean, Ayla did.
Yeah, it was something I didn't think about, but when you said it, oh yeah, I remember that.
Dirk said, I didn't, and I take notes.
It's true.
I mean,
He
Not to,
doesn't
like-
talk about him a lot.
I know there was like a trio of them, but I don't
A
remember one
trio?
of them being his brother.
right.
Or is that just something I'm privy to?
Oh, you're
Am I-
thinking, yeah. That's something different.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I remember that Zael's brother is into necromancy.
Interesting.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
I was trying to was like, I wonder when that came up.
So I
that
see
was-
you in chat, Stormer, and there is one character in Zyle's backlog who his name is Teft. So
Yeah.
take with that what you will.
Mm. All good things in time, my dear
Be
boy.
someone in Ayla's backlog whose name is Teft. Or something close. Hold on, now I need to know. Like,
don't
wait,
think it's
that's
Teft.
way too.
No,
gotta
I
look
don't
it
think.
up.
No, they can't. I don't think. I think I would have been like, no. That's taken.
No, because I don't think I would have told you. Hold on. I'm gonna
Oh
look.
well,
I
yeah.
don't
If you
think
didn't
it's
tell
Teft,
me,
but
then
it sounds familiar.
oh gosh, Lord. Yeah, so I'm excited to open that can of worms next time with Zyle.
Me too.
Because that's
It's not the same person. I can promise you that. Because whoever, if
because whether or not anyone knows about it is one thing, but I know
it's so close,
we certainly have not discussed Zyle's brother in great detail
right?
at all.
No, it's Tef.
Ah.
So close.
So close.
One letter.
Oh, wow.
Different people though.
T-F-F.
Distant cousins on my mother's side, twice removed.
Twice removed.
I can change it to Tef. No, it's Tef.
right.
That's funny.
But yeah, so a lot of exciting things to look forward to.
Derek.
Oh no. I mean, maybe. And gosh, yeah, so now we have what, 2 more freaking NPC things, one for SJ for whatever reason,
Miller knows a theft.
and then one for William. So I gotta get those going. But I think we're gonna wrap it up there because I know it's getting late and we're all kind of like breaking off the rust and want to get some sleep in. So thank you guys so very much for stopping by this evening. I hope all of you had a wonderful time watching. I know we had a wonderful time playing. It's good to be back. Excited to see where the story continues to go. We're really excited to see the lore of the world start to open up a lot more as you guys continue on and do great job at what you're doing, all of you, because bravo. And yeah, I'm excited for what next week's look like. So until next Tuesday, that is going to do it for now. So we appreciate every last one of you, especially any of the people that donated at the beginning of the stream. You're all freaking crazy, and we love you. Never cease to stop and amaze us. So we will continually try to deliver as good of content as we can and give stuff away to make sure we give back to all of you guys for what you've given us, and look forward for cool things in the future. So that's bye for now. Everyone wave goodbye, and we will see you guys next Tuesday.
Bye now.
Till next time.
Bye.